Hello everybody, welcome to Savage Ink Studios. I'm your host Ink, and today's Sketchbook Storytime, I'm going to talk to you guys about something baffling that happened to me today. And I'm pissed. So, yeah, I know I had said I had got a lot going on, and that I probably wasn't going to be putting up videos as often as I normally do, so to put up 2 days in a row is unusual for me. But I have to share this. I have to get this off my chest because I am fucking furious. Alright, so a couple of years ago, Jude and I moved in together in a little town, village, whatever. Nice neighborhood, right? So I am used to living as an adult in an urban area, not actually too far out from this little village area, whatever. And for years and years and years, I've been taking my sneaky poo, my girl. For those of you who've watched my videos, you've seen pictures of her, my lovely snake girl, out on walks. And the only time that I ever had an issue with it was a very busy, popular street in that urban area. There was a sidewalk cop who was like, all right, move along, and whatever. But basically, it's normal to be able to take your pets for walks, right? And I haven't had any real issues with it at all. And since moving to this small village area, I have done what I always do, and during the summertime, when it's warm, I take her to the park. Never had an issue with it. So for the last 2 years, I've been taking her to the local park just to get her out, get her some fresh air, some sunshine, whatever. So today, I took her to the park, because that's what we do. Because she's a pet, and you can bring your pets places. That's a reasonable expectation, no matter where you live, that you can take your pets for walks, right? I mean, I've never heard of a town that says that you can't walk your dog, right? Right? So, first, I decided, I walked to the park, she hung out, lots of people, like always, oh, hey, that's so cool, or, oh, I'm actually kind of scared of snakes, but she seems really nice, and she's really pretty, and asking a million questions, and that's normal, that's fine, you kind of have to learn to expect that when you have a big snake. People are interested, people want to talk about it, and I like educating people, so it's all good. So first, I decided to walk a different way home, thinking, it would be good to keep her away from the busier streets where I know how to get there, and decided to try and walk a back way home, and ended up getting myself lost and didn't realize how much longer it was going to take for me to get home. But I did make it home, so that's super. So after I got her home, I put her away, decided to, rest my head for a little bit because she's 40 pounds and it was a long walk, and that was after an 8-hour shift at work. And so I lay down, I conk out for a little bit, and then Jude gets home from work. And Jude comes into my room incredibly unhappy, and saying something like, did you run into any trouble? Did you run into any trouble? And I said, no, I mean, I had a tough time finding my way home because I took a different way than usual, but other than that, no. And he threw a piece of paper on the bed, and he's like, I don't want you telling people where we live. And I'm just laying there, like, all confused, like, what are you on about? I didn't tell anyone where I live. Why would you think that? And he storms out, and I pick up the piece of paper, and it is a printed out sheet of a city ordinance that apparently says that snakes are not allowed on public property in this particular village. Signed in pen, not printed, not Xeroxed, not whatever, signed in pen by the mayor, with a notice saying that being found with a snake in public can be a $250 fine. Signed in pen by the mayor. So, first off, I don't know who was stalking me on my way home, But apparently someone was watching me go home because they put that letter thing, notice, printout, whatever, in my mailbox. So I guess that's why Jude thought that I had told someone where I lived, which I didn't, because a notice signed by the mayor himself was in our mailbox, basically saying you're not allowed to have your pet on public property. And at first I was like, this is impossible. Like, nobody's that stupid. Nobody's that uneducated that an entire town would disallow you from having your pet in public. So I decided, it's probably just a pissy neighbor who didn't like seeing her outside, and looked it up. Lo and behold, this town really is that stupid and uneducated. This town literally does not have anything better to do than to harass pet owners and ban certain types of pets that people don't like. Now let me educate you guys a little bit. A snake her size, intimidating if you're uneducated, sure. A medium-sized dog is easily more dangerous than she is. I have seen cats do more damage to people than she could do. She is not a dangerous animal. Even outside of her being friendly, what a snake her size is capable of doing to somebody, it's not even a fraction of what a dog is capable of doing to somebody. So I went through these town ordinances, and yeah, snakes are singled out individually as like the only pet outside of marsupials or monkeys, which you need a license in my state to even own a monkey. I'm just gonna throw that out there. But yeah, snakes were singled out as you cannot have them on sidewalks, on roads, in any kind of public property at all. No explanation, no anything, just... So apparently if you're walking down the street with a ball python around your neck, you're gonna get a $250 fine because whoever runs this town is that kind of stupid. That kind of stupid. Ugh, I'm so heated, I can't even... I'm trying so hard to just deep breaths and not right now because it just blows my mind that people are this bigoted and dumb. And the fact that someone followed me home, presumably the mayor himself, and a personally signed form from the mayor himself of a printout of the ordinance that you can't have snakes. And I'm just like, y'all really don't have anything better to do with your time. Like, yeah, it's so nice to live in an area that has so little crime that you guys have nothing better to do than to find people who don't cut their lawns fast enough and harass pet owners. Like, that's super. I think I'll take my high crime neighborhood over a micromanaging idiocracy. You know what I mean? Like, shit like this just makes me want to go back to where I came from so bad because the law enforcement in urban areas actually has better things to do than harass people who aren't bothering anybody. And I miss that. I miss not. So yeah, that's my sketchbook story time for today. People are fucking dumb, and people make me mad. And that's all. So, like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. Questions, comments, suggestions, you know where to put them. See you guys in the next one.